Yeah, I'd like to first thank our fans coming out. That was good. That was a good turnout tonight, and we could hear them. And weather like that, fans like that, we get off to fast starts. We appreciate everybody coming out. So, first half was good, very clean. Really proud of Dante. Not only in the special team thing, but had a good game at wide receiver as well. I thought Jake was really efficient. Made some progress running the ball, made some big progress pass protecting. Second half, a little bit tougher to tell. They're packed in there pretty good, and we're trying to, slowly speed the game up, run the ball, and when they pack a lot of guys in there and you don't throw it all over, it can make it tough a little bit, and you get everybody in the game. So the first half was good, though.
Coach, what's the inherent difficulties trying to get through that second half, and what are you trying to accomplish?
Well, we're going to play a lot of our guys, and like I said, you got to also be careful about just running your whole offense and throwing the ball all over the place. We're not going to do that. So they pack a lot of guys in there. It can make it tough sledding for guys that haven't got a lot of playing time anyways. Combination of those two things can make it difficult a little bit, but it's still good to get them in there, and there's no excuses on that. We got to be able to not turn the ball over. I think if we don't do that, it might feel a little bit different in the second half too. I think our defense played pretty good. I mean, we were holding them to field goals, and that's really disappointing because one of the guys was a starter, and we know how much pride and emphasis we take on hanging onto the ball. So maybe a good wake-up call heading into hostile territory.
Are you ready for Dante Pettis to return a punt?
What's that?
Are you ready for Dante Pettis to return a punt for a touchdown and all of?
Yeah, he's done great. Those guys are blocking hard for him, and yeah, he's an exciting guy to watch.
Coach, your overall assessment after 3 games, is this kind of what, to get?
Yeah, I think the 3 games I think we got to play a lot of guys in 3 games, which was really good. I mean, I think we played a lot of guys. I think we've learned some things. I think we've made some improvements in some areas. I think our pass protection's gotten a little bit better, and for sure you could see that from probably last game to this game. I think we're getting some guys more used to bigger roles than they've ever had around here. And so I think it's been a pretty productive 3 games. We know it changes now, changes dramatically. Level of competition, going into a truly hostile environment where we haven't been yet this year. We've gone a long ways, but it's not going to feel the same as going into Boulder. And so it's good. Here we go.
Is the mentality, brand new team we're playing, let's forget last year, or there's some lessons learned from the last time you played this team?
Yeah, I think it's on our side, this is brand new. That was a long time ago, and the rhythms of our team is completely different. We're still figuring some things out. Got to go on the road, which changes it for sure. This will be a big challenge. It's a heck of a way to open up the Pac-12 season.
Coach, are you happy with the running game?
Yeah, it's hard. Like I said, I thought we did some good things the first half. They were packed in there. We got the ball on the edge, and if guys are going to pack in there, we're going to throw the ball. And I thought, like I said, Jake was really, really efficient. The O-line gave him time, and we did what we needed to do. And so, the first half was fairly efficient. We'll watch the tape to kind of clean the rest up.
You happy with the quarterback play of Dante?
Yeah, Dante can do it all. We might have him start kicking field goals and punting as well. I don't know. Not much he can't do.
Braden Lenius and Aaron Fuller both had 4 catches. How have you seen the wideouts behind Dante develop?
Yeah. Well, they need to not be behind Dante. They need to be side by side. And, I think we got a good group there. And we're not really wanting it to turn into the Dante Pettis show because eventually that goes away and goes away quickly. I mean, teams will game plan for that. So, the nice thing is a lot of guys caught a lot of balls tonight, and that's how we want it. And I think, Jonathan Smith does a good job with those quarterbacks. And he's not going to just look to Dante or the next. He's going to find an open guy. And I think that kind of shows in our stats of where the ball goes.
A couple of years ago when you were looking for a number 1 punt returner, What did Dante do that might have stood out back then that caught your eye?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's been so long ago. Feels like he's been here forever, huh? He's natural. He's a natural catcher. I think we always kind of try guys out early at the year and punt about 4 or 5 balls to certain guys. You can tell right away whether they just have a natural feel of catching the ball. That's probably the most important thing, and you kind of go from there. You never know if a guy is going to have what kind of feel, and I think Dante's really gotten better. I really do. I think he's got a lot of confidence right now. I think he's got confidence in the guys up front blocking for him. But I do. I think Dante's gotten better as a runner in open field and breaking tackles, and he's doing a great job. It's going to get harder for him. We know that. We keep saying that every game. Whether they, keep the ball on the ground, kick away from him, out of bounds, or probably going to spend a lot of time on kick coverage for sure.
In the offense, is he getting close to assuming that role where John Ross was a guy that defenses had to change to?
Well, I know people are going to pay attention to where he is, special team-wise and at the wide receiver position. And if they do, and they try to, double cover and bracket and those type of things, I think we got other guys that can make plays. I really do. So, it'll be kind of a cat and mouse game.
Austin Joyner, first came back and leads the team in tackles. What do you see from him?
Yeah, he plays hard. It's really good to have him out there. He plays hard in special teams. He goes one speed always. So it was good to get him out there. It's different in practice. The games are completely different than practice. We try to simulate them. We try to recreate them in practice, but we all know they're a little bit different. And so it was good to get his feet wet back out there.
A couple of young receivers, Jordan Chin, his first start, and Ty Jones got out there too.
Yeah.
What have you seen out of those guys?
Yeah. It's just a crew. We just got to keep developing. And I think Ty is, making strides. You can kind of see it in practice. He's kind of one of those guys really been watching going, he works, he's focused, he really wants to play. We want to play him. And like we say, it's a long season. And by as we keep growing him each week, I think we'll be happy with that. Jordan Chin's got good speed, and he didn't really see any of that tonight, but he's got a unique skill set as well.
Optimistic that Chico and Bocelli might be available next
Yeah,
year.
I think so. Those guys are all week to week, but I think so.
Was it part of the plan early to get Hunter Bryant off and go and get some confidence?
Well, I guess you say play one. After that, we kind of never really know how it's going to go from there, depending on what happens with play one and play two. Not necessarily saying, hey, we got to get him the ball to get him going. The first play we had, it might not even got called if we were on a different hash. So, but we got the hash we wanted and called it, and away we went.
Chris, this is the second back-to-back games where you guys had gotten in your 2-minute offense and scored at the end of the first half. What do you like about the way that's going right now, and why is Jake so comfortable in that?
He's always been pretty good in that. I just think it kind of they got a good feel for it. We have a lot of tempo plays. They're the same type of plays in our 2-minute offense, so it's not like something that we're just kind of pulling out of left field. So it's part of the core of our offense. We do practice it a couple times a week, and in those situations, time management plus those plays will show up time and time again in kind of our base packages. And I think they did a nice job of managing the clock and getting down there. They seem to do it pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The competition changes here real quickly.
Comfortable where the team is after the non-conference schedule?
Yeah, I think so. This will be a big challenge for us going forward. There's no question. Our guys will know it. Play the first 2 on the road. I don't even know if they know we play 2 on the road. I know that, but there'll be a nice crowd there. There's no question. Those guys are doing a good job over there at Colorado, and I know how these Pac-12 games go. They can go either way every single night. So we'll have to have our A game going and go from there.
What did you see in the red zone defense the second half, Pete?
Yeah, our red zone defense. Yeah, I thought they played good. We gave them the ball, really good field position, a little bit bend, don't break, and we just hope we feel like we're not going to get beat if the team's kicking field goals all game long. If the ball gets there, that is the goal, to make them kick field goals. And I think they missed one field goal. They got a good field goal kicker. That guy's pretty good though. But I think there's some good things to learn because red zone defense and red zone offense are completely different than normal down football in the middle of the field. And so we got a lot of work on our defensive side of things.
Jeff Tedford have any surprises for you, or did you have a Jeff Tedford moment on the sidelines?
You know, no real surprises. I mean, sometimes you can almost be chasing ghosts, you know, in terms of what about this and that? I know he likes this. I know he likes that, you know, and all of a sudden you start getting a laundry list and, you know, you're chasing your tail there a little bit. I thought our defensive guys did a good job, you know, of making sure that we were ready to stop some things that we felt like they would really like to get to. They got us on, I think, a pass that we were thinking was coming a couple times, and they did a good job executing.
What did you think of Tevis's game tonight? He had the 3 TFLs and then obviously the interception.
I think Tevis is doing a nice job. I think he's the marquee guy at that outside linebacker position. Plays hard, very smart. You know, I think he catches that second easy one. All of a sudden we start thinking he's wearing a cape out there, but that kind of brought him back down to reality. But he plays well. He plays hard. He's a smart kid, really, really tough. Old wrestler in him, always shows up. So did a great job. I think Ben Burke-Kirvan's playing at a high level too. He continues to show up every week. Proud of that guy. Good. Thank you, guys.